Imagine you heard news about a criminal one-eyed clown with red hair named Bobby, and then you coincidentally met a one-eyed clown with red hair named Bobby. Is it the same guy? Obviously, but in Persona 5 this is not so evident. Could be, might not be. And with everyone's critical thinking skills being on the same level as 6-year-old, connecting the dots might take a while. So today, we are diving headfirst into a whole lot of "I'm sure this is fine" as we try to figure out if Madarame really is the villain everyone keeps talking about, or just a misunderstood artist, because artists can be bad. After we stole Kamoshida's most treasured treasure full of treasures, we gossip with our teacher, who spilled the tea that Kamoshida supposedly put himself on suspension and put on hold our expulsion. However, we have cognitive abilities of 6-year-old, so we can't be sure if that actually means we changed his heart or not. We can only wait till the deadline. After just few more days, Kamoshida goes to the assembly hall and makes a confession about all his heinous crimes, and that he's going to atone for that. I wonder if that means his heart actually changed. It's hard to say for sure. Everyone else is surprised and curious as to why Kamoshida would confess his crime. Now, a quick quiz time, everybody! What is the most likely cause of why it happened? A. Kamoshida grew remorseful after witnessing one student's attempt at her own life. B. Police was on his case and he decided to confess himself to get a lighter sentence. C. He was blackmailed by a group of phantom thieves to confess his crimes. Or D. A mysterious group of phantom thieves accessed his materialized world of cognition, and by stealing the treasure located within, they destroyed his disordered desires and thus making him a new man. If you said anything other than D, then go to the corner of the room and reflect on your actions. Yeah, stinky, smelly, half-wit, ew. And because it's tea, Mr. Marshmallow Man is entrusted with a dangerous task of finding out the culprit of Kamoshida's sudden change. It's very dangerous because there's an actual mafia involved and his life might be on the line. So, another quiz time! In such circumstances, who will you contract to do the investigation? A. Police. B. Skilled journalists. C. Private investigator. Or D. A random teenager. Maybe D? Correct! Of course, a random teenager is the most suitable person when your literal life is on the line. Why relying on trained professionals when you can just hand the case over to a high schooler with an inferiority complex? Right? We are capable of witnessing said teenager's superb investigation skills by watching her instantly call us a whore, a hog, and criminal. What better way to gain information of someone than insult them first, yeah? Hey, psst, psst. What? Hey dude, I just want you to know that I think you are an absolute goddamn buffoon. You are no one and you mean nothing to anyone. If you were gone, everyone on this planet would celebrate in pure joy. Your entire existence is plaguing this planet. You deserve nothing but pain, suffering, and misery upon you. Anyways, what do you have in question 45? Oh, it's C. Oh, thanks a lot. Afterwards, we celebrate not getting expelled and go to some buffet where we are being harshly pull-shamed and kid-shamed? Shaming for being a kid? Is that a word? If not, then I just made it a word, because I am a massive kid-shamer. That kid-shaming made us so mad, we decided to become phantom thieves for good and change the hearts of all of them shitty adults. We decide we need to choose our next target, but it's difficult for us to find anyone. Morgana also introduced us to mementos, which is like a cognitive world of everyone in the world. The shape-shifting demon reveals to us his true nature there and changes into a car. Somehow, that doesn't raise any suspicions to us. Yep, it's completely normal for cats to turn into cars. My cat only changes into an oven, so this checks out. I will unmask you one day for sure, you demon. in Mementos.
After a quick horror segment,
Holy shit, that actually scared me! We changed the heart of a random stalker who asks us to also change the heart of someone named Madarame. I wonder who that is. In this literal shadow-infested death zone, we also encounter some random kid asking us to bring him flowers? And again, no one is even a bit suspicious how a literal child got in there, nor is anyone even concerned about his safety despite dozens of shadows roaming around. I guess we hate children, huh? Actually, yeah, we do. Good thinking, team. Hey, do you see that child roaming around in that minefield full of explosives, ready to detonate at any second? Oh, wow, yeah, I do. Do you think we should do something about that? What? Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Just let me take a quick picture. Oh, this is going to blow up on TikTok. Get it? Yeah. Later on, we confront the stalker that follows Anne. And it turns out he wasn't just some delusional low-life stalking creep, but a delusional low-life stalking artist. Yeah, that makes it so much better. I was worried there for a second, but phew! Since he's an artist, of course he can be a bad person. All artists, after all, are known for being reputable and harmless human beings. Right? It also turns out he's a pupil of world-famous master of Japanese art, Madarame. I wonder if that person has anything to do with the previous Madarame we heard about. However, with the cognitive abilities of a 6-year-old, so we can't be sure. The artist, Yusuke, invites us to a show, since he wants Anne to be a model for his next art piece. We reluctantly accept in order to investigate a slight, minuscule, very teensy tiny chance that Madarame might be the criminal we heard about. But we get no clues, other than that Madarame is full of some bubbles, which I think is metaphor for drugs, but since he is an artist, that is not astonishing. We then read on our fan site that supposedly some famous master of Japanese art called Madarame is abusing his students and stealing their artwork? I wonder if that has anything to do with the Madarame we just saw. However, we have cognitive abilities of 6-year-old, so we can't be sure. I mean, there are possibly thousands of world-famous masters of Japanese art who are also called Madarame, right? Instead, we decide to take a risk and just check in our mobile app if Madarame really has a palace. And it turns out he does! Wow! What a surprise! I never saw that coming! We investigate the palace and learn that our suspicions were right all along, and Madarame is in fact stealing his pupil's artwork. But wait, we decide not to change his heart yet, because apparently a reality warping palace of evil that is the literal manifestation of warped desires isn't enough evidence for us. Cool. That's why we are going to ask Yusuke one more time, even though he vehemently denied such accusations before. Yeah, I mean, a single claim coming from a teenager that could easily be a lie is somehow better evidence. After all teenagers are known for their honest and selfless nature. Sure. Thus, we approach Yusuke again, who gets so angry he decides he'll make a police report for trespassing despite willingly letting us in before. Unless Anne will post nude for him for his next art piece. Of course, this sexual misconduct is completely fine, since he's an artist, okay? Everyone remember, you can get away with all crimes if you just say you are doing them for art. With that, we make our minds up and decide to change Madarame's heart. I guess we don't need any evidence where our personal face is at stake. We go and infiltrate the palace.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you made it all the way to the end. Recording everything was pretty tough for me this week because I have some throat condition, which makes it very painful whenever I speak. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you didn't, then I'm sorry I tried. That's it for today, and I hope I will see you guys in the next video.